Adjourning motions. I'm now looking to my right. Mr. Koretz.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to adjourn in memory of Alice Sylvester, who was born Alice Kornreich in 1923 to a Jewish Hungarian family in Munkács, Czechoslovakia, a town in the Carpathian Mountains, which later became Hungary and then part of the Ukraine. She had a happy childhood surrounded by friends and relatives, but at age 21, her entire family was sent by the Nazis to Auschwitz, along with all the Jews in Munkács. Most of the townspeople there in Auschwitz were murdered there. Alice and her mother, who'd been interrogated personally by the infamous angel of death, Joseph Mengele, were sent to the showers at one point, but miraculously survived when the equipment that supplied the lethal gas malfunctioned and couldn't be repaired in a timely manner. As the Nazis retreated back into Germany under pressure from advancing Soviet forces, Alice and her mother and some 60,000 others were moved in the infamous January 1945 Death March. Alice and her mother survived that as well and eventually were liberated. After the war, she and her mother emigrated to the U.S., reunited with her brother Andy, who was also a Holocaust survivor. Remarkably, only her father perished in the Holocaust. She moved to New York, married, and had a son. After a divorce, she became an X-ray technician and raised her son as a single mother. In the 70s, she moved to Los Angeles, ending up in West Hollywood, where she remarried twice and continued working in the medical field. Ultimately, she ended up living on Wilshire Boulevard near Westwood in the 5th Council District. After years of refusing to talk about her horrific Holocaust experiences, Alice began volunteering at the Simon Wiesenthal Center, where she began telling her story to visitors. She later appeared on several television shows and was interviewed by Steven Spielberg's Shoah Foundation, created in conjunction with his making of the film Schindler's List, to make sure the stories of Holocaust survivors are available in perpetuity. In later years, Ms. Sylvester performed a mitzvah by adopting a dog, Sammy, from a shelter where he was within a day of being euthanized. She recognized the symbolic connection between her own survival and Sammy's and pledged that he would live out a full natural life. And her son is now fulfilling that pledge. Alice Sylvester died on Monday, January 18th, a few days shy of her 93rd birthday, from the effects of an extended battle with dementia, which was able to do what the Nazis couldn't. She is survived by her son, who most of us know, Larry Gross, known at City Hall for his work with the Coalition for Economic Survival and as an Animal Services Commissioner, and her daughter-in-law, Mimi Strauss.